Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast, the What You Sippin' On podcast. I'm Apex 11. My friends call me Joel. You guys already know that. We got Always Painful and Jaren with us today. Oh man, Always Painful, the OG. Jaren, the new kid on the block. Love having both of them on here. What you sipping on over there, Abe?
Oh, today I have the fantastic Michelob Ultra. That's what I'm sipping on today.
It matches your shirt.
Beer. Thank you. Yeah,
Looks...
it's been a while since I've been on. I'm really glad that I'm back.
I'm glad to have you back. Honestly.
Yeah. Speaking of back, Jaren, what are you sipping on today?
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm sipping on a Voyage Dans le Vent. It's a red blend from 2019. It's got some notes of cherry, I'd say, a little bit of baking spice. Kind of took me off guard when I first took a sip out of it. But more curious than that, the man who's always double fisting, Joel, what are you sipping on, buddy?
I'm always double fisting. I'm just doing a simple Seagram 7 Tom Collins. I'm not sure if I brought it in the shot here. Here we go. My Seagram 7 Tom Collins. And I'm drinking cheapo Broke Boy beer. But I'm drinking Broke Boy beer in my New Zealand koozie that I got sent from... Shannon sent it to me. Heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm sipping on. How are you guys doing? It's been a long time. It's been 4 weeks since the last podcast because life has happened multiple times to me.
Life's been so interesting lately, but I'm just glad to be back, man. I wasn't playing any games for about a month, so it's kind of nice. A little bit of a break, but now I'm back.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way, guys. Not that you're mothers by any means, but to your moms. Happy Mother's Day to your moms. And everybody else out
send her
there.
all over. We're accepting numbers.
Happy Mother's Day, Enderly, actually, in the chat.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Enderly's probably the most beautiful mom I know.
Aw.
She is.
It must be. It's those genetics, right?
It runs in the family, yeah. I always give her shit, like the weirdest backhanded compliment where she will say something and it'll be kind of silly and I'm just like, well, that's why you're the beauty of the family and I'm the brains.
Ooh,
you know,
that's really good.
she's like, thanks.
There's always so much to go around. That's all well and good. You guys do anything special this Mother's Day?
We barbecued. That was it.
Ooh.
I got her a gift, which was just a big body pillow, and her daughter got her some. She made her some custom-made little stuff at school, so that's what she ended up getting this year. So speaking of her, she's peeing for the 37th time tonight.
Oh,
that's what that was.
Yeah, I went out with my mama. I always talk about that. People make fun of me whenever I say mama. I went out with my mama on Friday, and I went out with her and her boyfriend, and I brought Willow with, and it was a lot of fun. Willow was a little crazy. That whole night was really fun. Though I actually saw Ashley downtown, Willow's mom, and she was super sweet and super friendly to me, I'm not with Ashley's mama. Ashley's mama. I'm not with Willow's mama. I'm definitely not with Ashley's mama either. Yeah, we're not together. We haven't been together for years. But I am really happy with our relationship. We co-parent really well, and she's been super awesome lately. So I'm very, very, very blessed to have that. I actually need to tell someone else Happy Mother's Day before I forget. Thank you. Actually, how about you, Jaren? What did you do?
Actually, I haven't got the chance to do anything. My mom went on an impromptu vacation about 9 or 10 days ago. She didn't get back until 5-ish today. That's about when I got off of work, and I just worked about 25 hours straight. So I was like, hey, welcome home. I'm going to take a nap. So we're probably going to do something later in the week.
Oh, that'll be nice.
You got any plans?
Yeah. So probably go to one of her favorite restaurants. She likes Lambert's a lot, and I'm always solid. It's just good country style food. So definitely in the cards. I don't know. She doesn't very much drink. I'd love to give her a bottle of wine, but she probably won't drink it. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with something. I have a little bit of extra time because of late running events.
Well, whatever. I hope it goes great. Whatever it is.
Are you the only child?
I am an only child.
Oh man.
So you got that
Yeah.
only pressure too. You got that extra
You'd
pressure on
like-
you.
Right.
Yeah, extra, and then you don't ever have to worry about competition either. Like no one can one up
Yeah.
you, but you have to do the best.
Right, because there's like less pressure, but also more pressure. Because
Yeah,
you know, if she has a bad Mother's Day, it is solely my fault.
that's true.
Right.
It's only
Right.
Granted, it's not my fault. She went on vacation for 10 days, but
That's true.
Fair point.
That's true.
Fair point. Sorry, I completely forgot to text Ember's mom. I'm not used to her being a mom.
Oof,
Yeah, so
close one.
close one. I know. Thank you guys. Good night. I'm just not used to her being a mom. Like, oh fuck, I forgot she just had a kid. Like, anyway. Yeah.
glad you mentioned that. I'm probably gonna text some other people in a minute because I have a friend who's expecting, and then a friend. See, you know Mercy, I think, and I forget that she's a mom now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Leon, our Shikyo
Yeah.
Asian, or Leon was saying that Mercy's kiddo and Willow should get together. So, yeah, close one for
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
Close one for sure. And really, oh man. So it's been like 4 weeks since the last podcast. I haven't been streaming for jack shit. I'm trying to get on and stream this past week and trying to get back to the schedule. It's still kind of hard. I was gone. I got really sick. I don't want to get into the details too much. I had to get surgery though. It was a lot of pain, a lot of bullshit, and it just kept me from doing what I love doing. And I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and that's why we've been gone. So I'm sorry for being gone, guys. It's just, you know, I
I'm glad.
gotta take care of
I'm
yourself.
glad you're back.
Gotta take care of
Glad
yourself.
you're
I'm glad
back.
I'm back too, man. I forgot how good streaming made me feel. So, and doing this stuff and like collaborating with you guys, getting together and like planning it all out and doing it, like I have so much fun doing these podcasts and doing these streams. Yeah. So that's where I've been, and that's why I actually need to update my about me on my Twitch. Put it back.
We
to what
gotta
it was.
we gotta start recording the pre and post podcast chats.
Yeah, I know.
for the
I'm just-
subscribers.
Yeah.
Speaking of a bunch of new stuff, there is something that I'm just too excited not to jump into it. This
Yeah.
Tailspire thing, dude.
Okay.
That just came out.
I don't know where you're
Um,
gonna go with that. I'm like, ooh, which one are you gonna talk about? I know some of your secrets right now. I don't know which ones you're talking about. What are you gonna
I
unveil?
Oh, I guess I could do that first. I'm gonna be a dad all over again.
Again.
With a new baby.
Awesome. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That explains why she peed for her 37th time tonight.
37th time
Yeah.
tonight. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
She's it was a pretty big surprise because I didn't think that I was capable of doing that any longer. Just because we had some issues last year, so we just assumed that okay, it's no longer working. Well, not the case. So she's
I thought
8
Talk
weeks and a
about
few
your
days.
dick, but-
You dropped
I'm not.
you dropped the
I
pack.
mean, I am, but I'm not.
Okay.
You dropped the package off at the right port this time.
Yeah.
Apparently so. Something went right, and 1 out of a million chance. So we're excited. We're not revealing gender or names. If anyone asks, we're naming it. If it's a boy, his name's going to be Albert Mohammed. It's the ugliest name I could think of at the time. And then if
Okay.
it's a girl, it's Beatrice Renee. So
Beatrice.
yeah, the 2 worst names we could think of. So people would quit asking.
If it's a boy, you should name him
Fair.
Gordy.
Fair enough.
Gordy
I'm
Howe.
gonna say I'm hoping that's just not what you're gonna do to your kid. You might as well name him Sue.
Well, my middle name was almost Albert, so my mom stopped that. Thank goodness.
Yeah. My middle
So-
name is Delaney, which I always grew up. I'm like, that's a girl's name. Now I realize it's kind of just an Irish name. But
Yeah.
when I was
Just an
a
Irish
kid,
name.
I was like, Delaney.
And-
What a wonderful middle name.
Jared
I-
Delaney, that's kind of cool.
Delaney.
I'm not mad at
Yeah.
Delaney. That's kind of a cool.
Can you tell the Irish? Can you
Yeah,
tell,
a
does it
little bit.
stick out?
A little bit. Even your
Only
shirt's
have
red.
red hair. Yeah,
I
right.
didn't realize that was an Irish name. I had a crush on a girl in high school. Her name was Delaney.
And
Oh,
Lily
yeah.
says, congratulations on the newest edition, Payton.
Oh, thank you. Number 32. We're going strong.
By the way,
How
guys,
many, number 32?
how are you loving the new podcast layout? Because I'm fucking McLoving it, dude. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's nice.
It's
Black
Oh,
and
yeah.
yellow,
We talk-
black and yellow, black and yellow.
oh
Right. A little bit of the not super minimalism on there, just a little bit going on in the background to keep things moving.
yeah.
Got the scroll down at the bottom, everybody's names. I love it. I think it looks great, and we can see the
I think-
chat on. Right
Perth.
here. I think so.
Sorry, Parthesius jumped in the chat. Boy, am I excited he's in here because we actually were talking about him before the podcast started. Because
were talking about him.
we're gonna be covering some hockey here in a little bit, buddy.
I did do it, Parth. I did it.
And we're
Good
so proud
job
of
doing it, Payton.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Payton. Can you do this on Twitch? Will this get me banned?
As long as I don't go into detail, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to find out.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw what you did now, Apex. I don't know, man. Maybe.
Wow.
That might get you banned. But I'm
Banned.
not
Right.
sure.
I'm
TOS.
not gonna go any further.
Welcome back, Joel. It was
Welcome
good to
back.
see you.
It was a good run. It was a great run, guys.
We'll have to update your bio again. Got kicked out for
Talk
finger and
about
hole
Payton's dick
action.
too much.
That's what we do. We're bros.
Speaking of my dick, have you guys seen Tailspire on Steam yet?
Flawless
I know Joel
transition. It's a flawless transition. It's perfect.
Yeah. Speaking of my dick, you all seen Tailspire?
Have you seen Tailspire though?
Is it because
I
it makes
have
your
not,
dick hard? Because it makes my
It
dick
liked
hard.
me.
So it's basically Joel knows a lot more about it because he's actually got me. But Tailspire, it's a RPG. It's basically Dungeons and Dragons on PC. You can go in, you can build your own maps, your own layouts. You can put all your little characters on there, and it's all gridded out like you're playing on another map, but it's all 3D. You roll your dice on the map, and I'm super excited about it. But they just released where you could buy it and play it. It's still in the development stages, but it looks
Sure.
amazing.
Okay, now that you, I didn't recognize the name, but I definitely saw the program. I know what it is now.
I've been
Yeah.
hyped about this
Yes.
program since I saw it on Kickstarter a couple of years ago. I was gonna support it. At the time, I wasn't making as much then, so I'm like, I'll just wait a little bit, then I'll support it. And then oh my god, the day they took it off of Kickstarter, I went on
Yeah.
there to go pay for it, and they took it off actually probably 2 or 3 days beforehand. I'm like, fuck! So I couldn't get it and play it, so I had to wait because it was on Steam, but it was like, oh, coming soon. So I had to wait like 6 months or so at least, if not longer than 6 months. And it just went into early access on Steam a couple of weeks ago, and I just found out about it yesterday. And I mean, I've been talking about this to Payton. So I DM'd for Payton and a few other people, and we had a great campaign going. I had a lot of fun. I get really into it. Really. I do the voice acting. It's my dream job to be a voice actor. I've been playing D&D since I was a kid. It's over 17 years now. Like, love it. Yeah, so I am super excited about that Tailspire program because you can get online and get all your buddies to get it, and you can play with each other, but it's not just like a simulated tabletop thing. Like, it's I don't know, man. You go in and build your own world. The animation and graphics, the art style is really neat. Very Hero Forge looking in a way. Your character can shoot a spell, and it'll actually show the spell on the game. It'll go around like you shoot magic missile.
The only thing that I wish is that we could be together while playing it, but I don't know. I don't feel like this is going to take away from D&D. Like D&D's always been paper and dice,
Yeah.
and you with your buddies. And I've watched people play other programs like this one, and it didn't take away from the game, which I think is huge. Because a lot of the times, whenever I see these programs, I'm like, okay, like if I play Minecraft for 15 hours, it's not as much fun as playing D&D for 3, you know?
Right.
If I play any other game. And I don't think that this is going to take away, even though I'm using mouse, keyboard, and all that stuff. I still don't think it's going to take away from the game, which I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so excited.
Dude, I'm stoked.
So excited.
And it'd be nice too. It's so much like if you try to do something, the game already knows the rules versus being like, well, can I do this? It'll be like, hey, this is outside of your radius. Oh, because it put us in a different order.
There we go. We'll be good till he gets back. No, we just got my logo here. It's perfect. No problem.
But yeah, I was worried that it was going to take away from the game. And I'm glad. I'm like, the more and more I see it, the more and more I'm like, okay, the only thing that it's taking away is us breathing on each other. That's it.
Right.
It doesn't look like it's going to take away anything else.
Smelling each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely one of us that in our group that had a smell.
Yeah.
Every time. Welcome back, Jaron.
Hey, thanks. Hey, that was weird.
Right.
We gotta figure it out pretty quick.
We did a quick fix. Yeah, it was fine.
But Jaron, that's what I was afraid of. The more I watch like the little videos about this Tailspire, the more I realize that it's not going to take away from the game. Because that's what I was afraid of, is that I'd be playing it online and it would just be another online game. It wouldn't be that, paper and dice nostalgia. And I think the more I watch these videos, I'm like, okay, it's literally just taking away us breathing on each other. It's still going to be fun.
Right.
Because we're still going to have all of our cameras up. We can still talk, chat.
Well, so it's definitely going to be ideal to have at least 2 monitors because the game doesn't have a chat system yet or anything like that. So we will still have to get to Discord. But if we have 2 monitors, like, it's perfect. Have Discord over here, see everybody get on camera, everybody chat, whatever, and then play the game. You can import your character and their stats and their modifiers and apply it to your character in the game, so it'll automatically do the calculations for you. I also saw something about how you can, if you have your character sheet on D&D Beyond, it automatically imports, or you can just whatever. Ooh. Yeah. Oh my god. And so it just makes it, you can roll all your dice right there in the game so everybody can see the rolls. So that's kind of lame because I love my physical dice, but
I think you might be able to get away with rolling, like as a DM, maybe you could probably roll your dice. I don't know. Because sometimes you need to fudge rolls.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So I'd imagine if you're the DM, it's probably got a thing where it says like hide roll or roll.
I'm sure there is a way to hide it. I'm so excited, man.
Dude,
and with
super nerd. Oof.
What else is really cool? We lost him again. What else is really cool though?
Here it comes right back.
What else is really cool is the fact that I can actually, so I'm going to start building that world of my campaign that I've already started before, Magna Novera, and you can help me. You know the map, at least for the major city that we go to. I've given you guys a map of it. You can just start building a section of it on your own, and you can upload it for people. So I can just take what you've done, download it, and then like just splice it in with my shit. And we could build it together and it would like save time and do shit. Plus it'll be fun, and yeah, you can do really big things. Poor Jaren's having some issues. So
technical difficulties. Yeah, I'm so excited, man. I love D&D so much. I'm such a fanboy of it. I'm so glad you got me turned on to it. Jaren and I swap spots.
Yeah, you're good.
There it goes. Now it's going back.
All right.
It'll be
I don't
fine.
know what's going on. I'm sorry.
No worries, man. No worries. We got.
Here, Jaren. I'm gonna actually post this for you and what you sipping on, so you can see it on Steam. And if anyone's interested in chat, because I can post links.
Yes, you can. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, if you're a D&D fan, I don't know if Parthesius is into that stuff or not, but
I don't think he's ever played. I don't think he's had the opportunity to play. And like I said, I had never even heard of it until I was out on my own and basically got to meet you. And then I heard about it and I was like, you guys sit around and tell stories? That sounds stupid. And then I got drunk one night and I was like, wait, that's what I do all the time for fun. I tell stories. So I was like, okay, never mind. Let's try it out. And my first, everyone plays like the same bruiser character. I feel like my first character was this half elf whose mother just died, father just died, because that's the most dangerous role in D&D is being a parent.
Right.
And
exactly.
He was
right.
He was
That's actually really funny,
monk, dude. and he's just punching people in the face. And I love that cocky guy. And then the second character I played was he was another fighter, because I was like, dude, I don't want to learn spells or anything. And now I'm so ready for him to die off so I can play a character who casts spells.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just because I was like, oh, I can, literally, however I write this is however I want. Like, his backstory up to this point, as long as I'm not stupid OP for anything, Joel's pretty chill with it. So this other character, his backstory is kind of open to Joel, whatever Joel wants to do, but like, he's adopted. He has no idea he's adopted. He's kind of dumb, but he's super wise, and he loves nature. And like, that's really all that he has going for him. Not the smartest guy at all. Just wants to hang out and have fun because his parents told him to get out of the house. He needs to go live his life. Has no idea he's adopted. And
oh yeah, his parents are gnomes and he's a furball and he has no idea he's adopted.
He has no idea, dude. So like, whenever he gets home, he's just used to ducking through the house and everything. Just has no idea.
He just thinks he's a really big kid.
So
he's a really such a lovable character.
Parthesius says, I've literally only played Apex and COD for the last 2 years. So believe it or not, D&D is not a video game. It's
not.
Yeah.
You get together, you sit at the table, and it's like a board game, but it's not a board game. It's just this whole thing, which sounds kind of lame. I made fun of it when I first started getting into it, and then I played it, and I fucking had so much fun. And now it's just a great reason for friends to get together and hang out and drink beers and bring food and just have a great fucking time. I love it. It's a great way to hang out.
Have you seen Stranger Things, Parth? If you've seen Stranger Things, in the very first episode when they're fighting the Demogorgon in the basement, that's Dungeons and Dragons. That's first edition, so it's way different than this.
That's first edition lame-o D&D. We make it extra like fucking cool.
AD&D sucks.
Yeah, bitches. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think we're playing 3.5. We're probably going to play 5th edition, right?
Yeah, 5th edition for sure. Okay. 5th edition is the only one right now.
That's fair. I've got a ton of character ideas. I'll probably come down to just like what the party needs, because it's like, if we need a DPS, I'll play one of my DPS builds. But I have one character I would love to play. However, they're lawful neutral, and I'm not sure how you feel about not good characters. But
fine.
It's a
as long
bard.
as they're not.
As long as you role play them right, I think.
Yeah, as long as you don't break the game, as long as you're not fucking over the game for. I killed them because it's what my character would do. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you because I'm your DM, and that's what I would do. Like that's.
Right. Oh no!
You're ruining the game for people.
It's one of the dumbest ideas I ever came up with, right? So it's a pure bard, but the bard goes College of Lore, and then they just take a whole bunch of wizard spells to become a necromancer. So basically they use like a flute, and then they play this ominous fucking music, and then their creatures come up and kind of like move to the music that they're playing.
I'm into it.
They don't do any, attacking or anything like that. It's all, and then they use bardic inspiration on their undead rather than the party. Like lawful neutral kind of thing.
I'm into it. All I request is that, in person, if we were playing in person, all I would request is that you either get like a Bluetooth speaker or something like that, and then like have it on the chair, like between your legs, and whenever you're about to do something, you start playing your flute, like have preset flute music that you're ready for, and just start like gradually raising the volume, and like do that shit. Everybody around you's like, what the fuck is that? And when I hear it, I'm like, roll around you, you see these, blah blah, and just go into it. Yeah, I like the theatrics, exactly. Man. I love the theatrics when I do D&D. It makes it so memorable, so fun.
It's a very theatrical character, and it's just one of those, like, it's a pure bard, but instead of, yes, I'm going to fuck everything, it's, I've learned the stories of old, and I've decided that I will become a necromancer. It's like, you're a fucking bard. What's wrong with you?
I love it. I'm in for it, dude. As long as it's entertaining, and as long as everybody's having fun, and it's not breaking the game, I'm all for it.
My God. Look me in the eyes and tell me a bard necromancer will break the game.
Yeah. I don't mean with your power. I mean more with like fucking your behavior.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a big one for me.
Not a problem.
I'm not worried about my players being overpowered. Usually I can just, I don't know.
You can up the difficulty or something.
I can lie about a roll.
That's what an ancient fucking green dragons for.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's funny you mentioned stuff like that because my campaign that I'm currently playing, we recently hit 20th level. We started from 1 and we fucking hit the cap now. So now the dungeon master has a lot of problems finding something that can be a viable challenge for us. So one of the most recent encounters he came up with was we went to go fight an astral dragon, and the astral dragon was also the god of time because that makes sense.
That's interesting.
I just wanted to give you like that white guy gif face, the white yeah. Yeah, that'd be fucking. Shannon says I need to get back into D&D. Haven't played it in at least 2.5 years. It feels like it's been that long for me, man.
Yeah, mine was last Tuesday. Our last session for the entire campaign is this coming Tuesday. So in 2 days.
Ooh, he's gonna kill
we are
you.
just. He told me he was gonna kill me. We're fighting Saz Tom, who is the Red Wizard Zolkir Necromancy, basically the greatest necromancer who ever lived, and he's enacting his plan he's been working on for like, I don't know, a few thousand years, and we're the last line of defense before he just destroys the entire Sword Coast, and we're about to meet him in fucking head-to-head combat. Like, what could go wrong, right?
That sounds like what was the necromancer from the first campaign of Critical Role?
I didn't watch the first one.
Vecna. Yep.
It's similar to Vecna. So he's not trying to ascend to godhood or anything. He's trying to get a nether scroll, which I guess with a nether scroll he could ascend to godhood, but like that's besides the point. I don't know what he's gonna do with it. He just wants it, and we have it, and we stole it from him a while ago. So he has a bone to pick with us. So it was interesting because our party didn't pursue him. We just ended up screwing him over left and right because he would want something and we would want the same thing, and then he didn't get it himself, so we ended up getting it. So actually the bad guy came to us and he's attacking our city right now. So we're actually on the defense, which I think that was cool. That was well played by the DM on like, all right, well, instead of giving you guys an objective to go do, the objective is coming to you. Be ready.
Yeah, he's gonna attack you guys. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited, man. I'm rusty, so I'm gonna need Acris's or Jaren's help with it a little bit. I'm sure, and his expertise. Yeah. He's been keeping up on his D&D. So I'm just a good world builder and storyteller, and those are my strengths. I feel like if you're good at that, then D&D will come together no matter what. You can look up stats in a book and whatever the fuck and make it. Yeah, it's all good.
True.
So
I've got like 7 characters I would love to play. I'll let you pick any of them and I'll play that one.
All right, sounds good.
And then I'm totally down to help out with rules and stuff. Whatever literally sounds the most interesting to you. I think about that Bard Necromancer all the time, and I'm like, it'd be so cool to be that fucker.
I'd probably do it on the Sundays that I'm not doing the podcast.
Hey, that's
and just so do it every other Sunday and give us time. And I think like I would like to start doing Tailspire world builds on stream. I think that would be a lot of fun.
We would have to not show up to those so that you can not spoil us.
Yeah.
True. Whoa.
That's one of those where you ping the whole Discord and be like, building Tailspire on stream, do not attend. Yeah,
right. Well, Peyton knows how I build. If you see me building something, you have no idea if it's for you or not.
Oh.
It could.
That's fair.
Because I don't. I build it like you're playing a choose your own ending or whatever novel.
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. So like I build it like, well, if they go this way, there's this. If they go this way, there's that. If they go this way, there's that. I'll just come back to this shit later. Like, whatever I'm building, I just try to build so much. I just try to build an entire world and then let you guys play in it. And that way, no matter what you do, you can't fuck it up because the structure of the world will.
It's definitely so much more work, but it also lets the adventure feel a lot more fluid.
Yes.
And it's not just like, oh, hey, remember when that person asked you to do this? Like, I'm going to ask you again to do this. And if you don't do it, well, I'm going to ask you again because that's where this adventure's supposed to go.
Right.
Instead, play it like, okay, well, this person asked you to go help or go check this out, and then you didn't, so these orcs raided this city, and then, these people died. And now you have to do without, this town, or, the merchant of this town, or the farmers, and, now you get to the town, and, oh, there's a famine going on, because the farmers and the crops got burned, and the survivors that hid
Yep.
away, they don't have any food. So the next objective is, help them out with the food shortage or, whatever.
Yeah, that's how I build it. It is a lot more work. It's a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it's cool because I also like put it down in my notebook and I make these maps, do all of this stuff, and if anyone wants to do a one shot, I'm like, here's everything if you want to use it. I'll take out the plot hooks that I have for your main story. Here's the world. Here's their shit. Every character and every NPC.
I threw out a one shot.
You
off
did?
your world.
All right, yeah. The map was a ball and 2 balls and a shaft.
That was one that I threw together last second. But
Okay, we're getting into this. All right. So here we're gonna go ahead and jump from D&D real quick to fucking Parthesius. He says Tom Wilson is innocent. This is worse fucking transition than Payton's
we were
earlier.
just talking about people working hard, and let's be honest, no one works harder at being a piece of shit than
Tom Wilson. Oh man, look, when John Scott, who is also known for being a tough guy and a brawler and all that shit, calls you out for being a piece of shit and being dirty, there's something to it.
So, for
Yeah, you should probably explain.
For Jaren, we should probably go into a little bit more detail about Tom Wilson and his past.
So, first of all, this is hockey talk now. We just jumped from Dungeons and Dragons super nerdy shit to full bro hockey talk.
I wanted to get this in there while
slapstick
Park was here.
John Scott's opinion is worthless. Whatever, dude. Tom Wilson is he's a good player. He's a trash human being. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he went after Phil Kessel, and even he is saying Tom Wilson's dirty. Look, I mean, it is what it is. Tom Wilson has over 30 fucking days of suspension time, or 30 games of suspension time for a reason. But anyway, yeah, so hockey talk, blah, blah, blah. Tom Wilson plays for the Caps. I covered this on my stream on Thursday, and I actually showed all the videos and everything, so I don't want to get too into it, but I would love to touch on it again now that I got Parthesius in here. He is being hypocritical, I agree with you. Tom Wilson, long and short of it, Rangers guy, I forget his name, I can never say his name right. It's not Buchanan, it's like Buznevich, whatever the fuck.
Bushnevchik.
Yeah, he
Pavel.
was
Just call him Pavel.
poking at the goalie a bit, as you do. Tom Wilson grabs him by the back of the head, and then shoves his head face first into the ice. What a lot of people were saying was that he was putting a stick on the back of his Buchnevich, thank you. He was putting a stick on the back of his neck and shoving him down. No, he fucking was not doing that. He was not using a stick to fucking push him down into the ice. What he was doing, though, was using his right hand to push his face down into the fucking ice. And then he had his stick under his throat and was prying it up underneath his fucking throat. Not fucking cool. And then while the guy is face down, can't defend himself, he gives him another fucking hit to either, I couldn't tell if it was the head or the shoulder. The hit didn't look like that hard, but at the same time, if you're fucking face first on a hard surface and you're fucking getting pummeled, even once, not neat, whatever. Another Ranger comes over to pull him off. As the Ranger's coming over to pull him off, another Cap comes over and gets that guy. That Cap is on top of that guy. That guy is dealt with. Tom Wilson turns around, sees that guy's being dealt with, doesn't give a shit, and punches that guy while he's face down. Then Artemi Panarin comes over, fucking little guy, goes to grab him off. People was like, he jumped on his back. Like, he was on his back, kind of, but Wilson's 6'4", Panarin's like 5'8". He was trying to just pull him off, and then as he was going to get him off, that's when Wilson started standing up, so he ended up on his fucking back. And then there's a scrum, and then if you watch the scrum, and if you watch it from multiple angles, Wilson, with multiple attempts, pushes the helmet off of Panarin's head. Like, not the first try, like, he's actually actively trying to push the helmet off of his fucking head. And then he picks him up off his feet and slams him down on the ice, which is very dangerous. Some people said he did it by his hair. I don't know if I saw that or not. I just saw him side by side. He's standing next to him. He takes his helmet off and he slams him down on the ice, shoulder first, which is dangerous because shoulder first could very easily turn into head first. Look, I like tough hockey. I like people throwing punches. I always hear about Tom Wilson and all the dumb shit he does because he does a lot of dumb shit. He got suspended earlier this year. He's been suspended fucking 5 or 6 times since 2017, and that's with a lack of a season due to COVID. And so he's missed over 30 games because of this shit, because he's just reckless and consistently doing fucking dumb shit. Like, I'm all for it, dude. Cronwall. I love Cronwall, dude. Getting Cronwalled was my favorite thing to fucking watch.
Yeah.
I like rough and tough hockey, but I think there's also a line of, like, yeah, I love the fights, dude. Beat the fuck out of each other, but don't hit a guy when he's down. Unless he really, really, really deserves it.
Yeah, unless he like takes a cheap shot at goalie or at your smallest guy on the team, you don't hit him while he's down.
Yeah.
When he's down, it's over.
Yeah, exactly. And Wilson's so big. The thing is, the reason why to me it wasn't too blown out. Yeah, he's a Leafs fan. The reason why it wasn't too blown out is because he intentionally took his helmet off. If he didn't intentionally take his helmet off and slammed him, I probably would have been like, you guys are kind of bitching a bit. Like, you don't like Wilson because of all the other shit he's done, which is a fair point of view to have. But this one isn't so bad. You're just ready to get him out of the league because of all the other dumb shit, which is a fair fucking point of view, honestly. The guy is fucking dangerous. But for me, because he went out of his way to push his helmet off, and he tried multiple times to get his helmet off before slamming the little guy onto the ice, shoulder first, which, I mean, the shoulder's right below the head, and you're going down at an angle. He's lucky he didn't nail his head off the ice. Watch the clip. It's fucking scary.
Right. It is scary.
Concussion protocol is such a big thing. No, not the helmet thing. Not the helmet thing. It was while they were still in the scrum. Then it kind of broke out of the scrum. Then turned him to the side and then fucking slammed him. Yeah, that was a... that's why, for me, that wasn't cool. You're gonna keep his helmet on and slam him? Not the coolest idea ever. You're already twice the guy's fucking size, but whatever. But the fact that he went out of his way to take his helmet off, that's when I was like, dude, you're a fuckboy. Come on, man. You could beat the shit out of him, no problem. Just beat the shit out of him. Stand up and square up. Fight him. Don't take his helmet off and slam him on the ice. It's not cool. Like, there's supposed to be a code in which you still... I mean, that's one thing I love about hockey fights, is they beat the fuck out of each other. And you can hear them... Yeah, you'll hear them say, oh, fucking good fight, bud. Good fight, bud. Oh, good shit. They pat each other on the back and they're beating the fuck out of each other. There's, like, respect and honor there. And I just felt like Tom Wilson didn't show any. He was emotional. He was like a goddamn gorilla out of his cage. And he lets his emotions take over too much. And then after all of that, he goes in the fucking box and just, oh, I'm so tough. I'm so big. Like, come on, it's the Rangers. They're all pussies, dude. The only person they had, yeah, even Brendan Smith, who is an ex-Red Wing, I've always loved him for his heart. He's not a big guy. He's willing to fight whoever, and I think he's awesome for that, but he's not a big guy by any means. So, I don't know. It was just, whatever. I think he should have gotten at least a 1-game suspension. At least one. Especially with his track record and everything. Yeah, it was pretty. If you want to see the footage on it, see me go over it in more detail, watch my stream on Thursday. It's like a fucking hour-long stream. It's not very long, and half of it's me covering that shit. So that's my take on it. What do you think?
I don't think, yeah, you don't put someone's face in the ice, and if you accidentally do it, you sure as shit don't
hit them after.
Yeah, you don't hit them after. Dude, that's just asking. That's like hitting someone on concrete when their head is resting on the concrete. You won't go ahead and punch them. It's just
yeah,
it's dangerous. It's unnecessarily dangerous. That's
Yeah.
like sliding feet first into home plate. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. You either back up or you help him up.
Yeah.
You either back off or you help him up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's generally like designated fighters in the team, and not
Yep.
everyone's down there to throw the gloves off. So
Yeah.
the people that are there to fight, they're there to fight. Like Joel said, there's that a code to respond to and respect. That someone's on the ice, helmet's off, lay off it. You
Right.
don't bring the stick in the fight. You go for someone's kneecap. That's just fucked up.
I'm glad you bring that up, because a lot of fucking old heads in the Facebook comments, which Facebook is the worst place to go for sports commentary, but people are just like, oh, it's old hockey, it's tough hockey, stop being pussies, stop being babies. I'm like, no, it's not old time hockey. And the reason why it's not old time hockey is because in old times there were big guys and they would go after people And there were little guys who couldn't defend themselves. And in old-time hockey, those little guys could fucking use their stick. They use their sticks all the time. For fuck's sake, they use their elbows. Gordie Howe is known as like the elbow king. Mr. Hockey is in the Hall of Fame, and he elbowed everybody. I already talked about how you had to watch out for his elbows, because if you came near him when he had the puck, he didn't like you coming near him. He'll fucking elbow you in the face, the ribs, whatever the fuck. That's old-time hockey.
Shit, dude.
You know, if you're a small, and he was a big guy, if you're a small guy and a big guy kept running at you, the next time he runs at you, jab him in the ribs with the butt of your stick, or you fucking slash him, or you hack him. You know, you just go after him. And that's old-time hockey. So the big guys wouldn't go after the little guys, because the little guys would use their fucking stick. It was a different game. You can't do that now. So when the big guy goes after a little guy, the little guy just has to fucking take it. And people skate so much faster now. And they're so much more skilled now than they used to be. So it's not old-time hockey. It's a different fucking game. It's my favorite fucking sport. I've been watching it since I was a fucking baby. Yeah. I don't know. But that's my take on it. He says I wouldn't be mad at one game suspension. Yeah, I think... Now, I loved that next game where they all fought, but like I said before, the Rangers can't fight right now. They don't have anyone to fucking fight. So I knew that wasn't going to do good for them. It just sucks. The whole situation, it was super entertaining, but I would be really frustrated if I was them. Actually, one thing I wanted to touch on, a couple nights ago, they were playing the Flyers. Dude, I love Austin Matthews so much. Don't even get me started.
Austin Matthews so much fun to watch. How old is he now? This is what, his second or third? Is his third year?
No, I think it's been in there longer than that now.
Oh man, I feel so, because I remember his first year, his first game of his first year. Didn't he do a hat trick?
He did 5 goals.
3 goals, 5 goals.
Five goals in his first game.
Crazy.
I don't know if it was his first game ever or if it was his first game. No, it was his first game ever, I think. I think it was a 5-goal game. I can't believe I remember that. The Flyers played the Caps the other night, and one of them went knee to knee with Tom Wilson. And it's hard to believe that it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, dude, he's been around for...
16.
Dude.
Jeez.
He was drafted in 16, so I don't know, would he have joined the team the next... I don't know how the leagues... How long they make him wait.
I think he played the 2021 season, or the 2019-2020 in the pros.
I think he was sooner than that. He was sooner than that. I think he was before Larkin.
I think the Panthers are going to win it all.
You think so?
I think so. I think the Florida Panthers got it this year.
The Red Wings just played their last game, and I gotta say, they were the worst team in the league last year, and not even by a little bit. Like, they were the worst, like, the second worst team had twice as many points as they did. So,
Yeah.
they were bad last year, and they are not even, they're like,
It's bad.
Six-
the worst
six-
team this.
6 or 7 up from the bottom. Well, if he was drafted in 16, would it be 16, 17? Or would it be 17, 18?
It was. He played. He came straight out of the draft and was
And went into
I don't think
next
he was
season.
a starter, but I think he was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he was in the first
Dude's
line.
so good.
Second, third. Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch.
So
Yeah, but his
good.
first game he scored like 5 goals.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we had the second least amount of points.
No, this season now, we're actually 6 or 7 up from the bottom.
I still think
The Red Wings are.
the second least amount of points though. Like we've tied because I think we finished the season with 20. Now I'm gonna have to look it up.
We did a lot better this year, is what I'm saying. We did a lot better, and this draft this year is honestly bullshit. Anyway, this upcoming, we got shafted last year with a fucking like number 4 draft pick, which is bullshit because we were that bad. And then this year, the draft isn't even that good. Next year though, next year's draft, holy fuck, is that like gold?
Should be a good one.
Everybody in it is fucking golden. Yeah, we got number 4 draft pick, dude. No, not even number 4. It was number 6. We drafted Mo Sider.
Yeah,
So we weren't even number 4. We were fucking. No, I'm sorry. That's last year. We got Sider last year. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that kid.
He comes up.
This year we got fucking Lucas Raymond, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, Moritz Sider starts this upcoming season.
Yeah, don't get me on about hockey, dude. I can just fucking. I got so much information in my brain that I don't need. That. Leafs definitely have a better playoff build built team. So here's my thing with the Leafs. I like the Leafs a lot. Like, I respect them. The original six. I have a lot of fun with them. I love Austin Matthews. Like, they're cool. I want them to win the cup because it's been so long. They haven't won the cup. They haven't won the cup since before the Blues were a team, or since I think the year the Blues were a team was the last time they won the cup.
Well, that and they got
67.
Joe Thornton on their team too, and I love
Yeah,
Joe Thornton.
they got all kinds of cool people on their team. But the thing is, the Red Wings are only a cup away from catching up to them. So part of me also doesn't want them to get a cup. I want to catch them first, and then let them get a cup.
I'd like Florida to have 2 cups right now. I'd like for them to have the football and the hockey. So
I can't believe I remember that. 67. Why? It's talking about my team, and I know the last time I got a fucking cup off the top of my head. 1967. That's the year the Blues came in. Because I always make that joke about how the Maple Leafs haven't. The Maple Leafs and the Blues have taken the same amount of time to win a cup. Actually, well, the Blues actually got a cup last year or the year before. So, oh man, I love hockey so much. A couple other things on hockey I want to touch on. Veleno got his first goal. That was fun. The Wings traded Mantha for Vrana with the Caps. Vrana the Piranha. Vrana the Piranha has got himself 8 goals in 11 games, which is really impressive. Mo Seider starts. Dude, they were talking about on the game. Mo Seider is starting off the next season, I think. Like, he's just going to be in the lineup ready to go, and I can't wait because he is killing the SHL, dude. The best defenseman in the entire league. Hey, Solus, thank you so much for the 100 biddies, buddy. Thank you. That's almost a beer. Buying us beers.
I'm really excited for Moritz, though.
Look at that. He's filling up the cup. Look at that. He's filling it. Oh, my God. Here we go. But Moritz, dude, he's just killing it. I just watched a video today of people trying to check him. That's a full beer right there. That's a beer at the bar. Thank you so much, Solus. I appreciate it so much, man. Look at me. I'm finally going to get paid by Twitch.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks, boss. I watched videos today of people trying to hit Moritz while he has the puck, and it's just so funny to watch all of these different guys try to check him, and they fall down off of him. Because he just stands there and just elbows out, like he just shoves a bit, and they just go gone. They just go flying away, and I can't wait to have him on the Red Wings. It's gonna be fun. We're getting better. I'm excited. We had a good run, then now we suck, and then now we're getting better again. So
I'm just excited. I'm excited for good sports again.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of good sports, there's another topic I wanted to cover up. So I was over at Enderley's house yesterday, hanging out, and I got to talking to Corey about how there's a total difference between, like, we were talking about rich people, right? And how there's a total difference between, oh, dude, McDavid getting 100 points. Did he get it? I know he's close. Did he get it? And I missed it. There's a total difference between the corporate rich people, the corporate millionaires and billionaires, and that's how they earn their money, and athletes. Because I always hear people talk about how football players or hockey players or whoever get paid way too much money. Like, oh, they make millions of dollars and blah, 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 blah. They shouldn't be getting paid that much money to play football or to play a sport or to play hockey. We know. And I hear it all the time. And I used to think the same thing whenever I was a kid. He fucking did? That's awesome, dude. I gotta go check that out after the podcast.
In 53 games, he got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He needs to get 100. Oh, well, it won't be 53 games anymore. I want to see him to get a 2-point. Be a 2-point per game season.
Jeez.
Anyway, I used to think the same thing. Like, yeah, they get paid way too much. Blah 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 blah. But like now that I think about it, I know more about the sports, dude. I'm totally fine with athlete millionaires. Completely a-okay with it personally. I don't think they get paid too much at all. I think they have a special skill, and I think their job is way harder than anyone actually gives them credit for.
I mean, the amount of time that they have to spend away from family alone, because, you know, even when they're not playing a game, they're still in the gym. They're still practicing. It's not just 6 months out of the year that they're doing this game. It's the entire year, every day. They have to prep, they have to do these things, they have to get up, they have to go to sleep. Your entire life is consumed by this sport. So I don't know, it's just crazy to think that. I mean, I can understand people seeing it and seeing what they make versus what someone who just dribbles a basketball makes, but at the same time, like, your work ethic probably isn't as big as LeBron James's.
Dude, I've worked construction, many, like, and you have too. You worked on the railroad, and I don't. Those are tough jobs. Those are hard, labor-intensive jobs. I don't think I got exercise. I lost weight. I was in the sun. It was hot. But like athletes, dude, professional athletes, having someone tell them exactly what to eat, and they're not allowed to eat what they want to fucking do, and then they, gotta wake up at the ass crack of dawn or before the sunrise and just start training and working out and training and running and skating and sprinting and tackling and whatever the fuck. They're just all day, all the time. They exhaust themselves to the point of vomiting every fucking practice. Like, if or whatever, like, they'll get it's just, imagine your job making you do that. Like, that is very labor intensive, strenuous work. Yeah, you might not be building a building, but you're suffering, and for people's enjoyment, for people to watch you and criticize you and watch your every fucking move. And then if you do one thing, then you're automatically going to be hated by your own fans. And not to mention everybody else that's not your fans hates you automatically anyway, because you're on the opposing team.
I always tell myself it's there's no way that if we traded places that I would perform better than they would, but there's a definite good chance that they would perform better than me at my job.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way I could get in LeBron James's shoes and go, "Oh, I'm as good as you, if not better."
Right.
Pay me that money.
But he would.
He put on my work boots. I'd be like, "All right, this
he'd kill it.
Yeah, he can make some money."
He'd be. He'd be running the job site in a week tops.
He would be. They're just built different,
They can't do some things like ride a motorcycle or ski. Parthesia says they're in the top 0.00001% of people in terms of skill. Yes, exactly. Like their whole life they've been training for it. Even as kids, their parents had to spend their money to teach them and train them and get the gear and do all this stuff. They got to do a whole bunch of media stuff and community stuff. Yeah, to keep up appearances. Like it's not just them playing a fucking game. Their whole life is their job. How they're seen and perceived, their strict rules and limitations. I can't imagine the mental stress. And now, in the past year, you thought COVID was bad for you. Imagine being an athlete. Yeah, you got money, but those motherfuckers weren't allowed to do anything. They were locked in hotels. They couldn't even see each other's teammates. And Robin Leonard, I'm telling you, man, after the podcast, Parthesius, go just search Robin Leonard on YouTube. And he does a press conference talking about COVID. It's a 10-minute video. I thought, because if you know the NHL, they're pretty tight-lipped. They keep it pretty close to the vest, and...
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Go for it. They don't talk about stuff a lot. And Robin Leonard just came out and just spilled the beans and just talked and connected with people and was himself as a human being. And it was so cool because he came out and talked about how he is... type 1 bipolar, and how they talk, if you're bipolar, you're not supposed to self-isolate, but he has to isolate because he's in NHL and COVID, and they're all in their bubbles and stuff. And then talking about the mental health of it all and how he's terrified of, like, not just for himself, but for all of these people that are dealing with this pandemic, like what their mental health is going to be in 3 to 5 years. People that have picked up new addictions to help cope with this pandemic, people who have lost their businesses or their jobs or have put themselves into financial, like, he just talked about all of it in a very, like, the Swedish guy speaking English and just opening up about how he has suicides in his family and stuff like that. And just it made me tear up the first time I watched it, because I just thought it was, like, really cool that here he is, he's outing himself and just, like, being real with people. And I'm like, I've got so much respect for this fucking guy right now. Like, he is so cool, and he's now one of my new favorite players. I don't even remember what position he's in, but he plays for the Vegas Knights, and he's the shit. So I definitely recommend watching that Robin Leonard, Lehner video as soon as you guys get a chance, because it's just, I don't know, it was cool. It was cool to see someone break the NHL mold.
I don't know, man. Sports have always
My life.
impressed me.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's going on?
Fantastic. I don't know. Internet's really bad. Before we get too far off this topic, because I did have my own 2 cents I wanted to put in on
Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Athletes and getting paid so much. I don't think personally it's fair to be like, oh, you know, they work so hard, blah, 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 because in a sense, they're not working. I mean, let's say I make, you know, $50,000 a year. They're not working 300 times as hard as I am. That's just not realistic.
Sure.
But if you think of athletes as some sort of entertainer, the same thing as you would think of any actors or something like that, it's one of those people like, yeah, they...
Oh, damn it, man.
Right.
Damn it. I was hanging on to every word, and I was ready to go. I'm like, let's go. Let's get into it.
I like it, dude. I don't know. I can agree with them. They are entertainers. That's what. But I mean, I don't think that they work harder than I do per se. I work hard at my job.
I think they do.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. He's back. You're back.
now.
All right, you cut out, buddy. You froze up for a second. You said they're entertainers. They're like actors. They're entertainers.
Yeah, and I mean, in a sense, they are. They go on TV.
No! Wow.
Can I do that? Is that the deal?
Oh man.
I
I don't
actually,
know if you can do that.
I yelled,
Oh.
no!
Oh man,
He's having the hardest. I hate it.
everywhere.
I hate
That's
it.
so
dude.
funny.
We game together all the time. We hang out all the time. Never an issue. It's just whenever there's a podcast. Jared, you should probably just, if you're watching the stream too, to get your own. Make sure you're on your mark. Just stop watching yourself. It might help you out.
There you
All right,
go.
there we go.
You're moving now.
Okay.
Stop. If you're watching the stream, to make sure you're on your mark, just fucking stop watching it, and I'll just tell you if
I
you're
already
missing
turned
it.
it off.
Okay, good.
I turned it off a while ago.
Jared is going through it. Yeah. Oh, look at that smile, though. That's a good. At least that's the
look at
best.
that smile.
That's the
What a
best fucking
good
still
freaking
frame.
freeze frame. Good for you. But yeah, the I can see people getting upset about it, you know, but for people to say that, oh well, they just dribble a ball,
Yeah.
that's not the case.
I think they
If
do
say-
work
If
300
they
times
say
harder than me.
fuck at work, they get fined $50,000.
Yeah.
But they also chose that line
I'd
of
be
work.
broke.
They
That's
did
true,
well.
too.
They kind of
That's true.
chose it, but they're also, let's be fair. Like you don't just
train
turn
from
8. You
our
don't.
lives
Yeah.
to be
You
that.
don't turn
I wouldn't
18 and be
say-
like, I should be a pro player, and then just automatically go out. Like you start that as a kid, and you know, and they do
But
choose it.
You don't turn 21 and say, "Oh, I don't want to be a pro player."
True. Yeah,
That's
it's-
true.
yeah.
Like
That's
they
true.
could have always backed out, in the contracts. You know, the
Yeah.
things get lined out. They chose that life. I don't have any sympathy for the if they say fuck, they get fined 50,000. Okay, well, you signed
That's
the
true.
contract.
Yeah.
You decided that that's what you wanted to do.
That's true.
I mean,
I'm with that.
that's the passion.
If you sign the
for sport.
contract, you sign the contract. Like, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, Elon Musk puts in 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, but so does like Stephen Curry and you know these big names. I don't know.
And
I
Elon
could
Musk,
get-
no one tells
I
Elon
could
Musk
get-
he can't ride a motorcycle. No one tells
That's
LeBron that he
true.
can't play street ball with
It's true.
friends.
Patrick Mahomes is not allowed to play pickup games of basketball.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to drive his Ferrari.
Yeah.
He isn't allowed to go over like 85 miles per hour. Like if he does any of that shit, his contract is void. And he doesn't make the 40 million a year he makes.
And my big thing with athletes is like they do work hard
crazy.
for their shit. They're not like not that all corporate millionaires and billionaires are bad guys necessarily, but at the same time, it's like name two that didn't step on someone's toes or ruin someone else's life to get there. You know, like, when they
That's
got
true.
legal teams that are there to help them out, like, well, doing this will poison the water and hurt this many people, but the lawsuit will be less than the profit we make, so we should still go ahead and do it. Like that actually happens, and that's in the corporate millionaire world.
Yeah.
Where I think athletes are like actors. And I was saying this to Caitlin the other day. I was like, I think it's the same thing. Art and musicians, that's a big risk too. The amount of travel you have to do, being away from your family, not knowing if you're actually going to make it. Also, spending your whole life focusing on sports and then not knowing if a Tom Wilson's going to come in and crush your head on the ice and like,
That's true.
you know, end your fucking career. Yeah, and also make you brain damaged. You know, and yeah, it's. I definitely think they earn their money, for
Yes.
sure. Way more
Yes.
than others.
I keep lagging out, but that was what I was gonna say. I'm
Yeah.
not talking down on them at all. They're actors and it's self-imposed rules, but they make all the money, and I think that they deserve the money they make.
Yep.
I wasn't as much as
Oh.
I started talking down to them. They earn what they make.
Yeah.
100%. I'm
For
not.
sure.
No, I'm
I
not
was
going
ready
to
for
do that diet. Freedom of speech restrictions. Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely like to eat bacon like 3
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Like
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Let me catch up with what Solus said here real quick, since he was our biddy tipper for the
Ooh,
night.
our
So I
titty bitter.
our titty bitter. The NHL is probably the best at media coaching everyone for the same answers. Yeah, no joke. I read that, but I didn't get to read it aloud. Jaren was going through it. Yes. Solus says the secret is that you don't get paid for how hard you work. Most jobs are paid due to supply and demand. The supply is employees with the skills the company needs, and the demand is how many positions they need filled with said skills. Correct. Very much so.
Yeah.
Because
I was going to say that, but fucking lag, right?
the stream is just like, is he about to talk shit on athletes right now after all this great
literally-
content? We're just gonna
literally-
lock him up.
Fucking the ISP was like, you know what? We decided your opinion is now irrelevant. God damn it, Let me finish.
Solus also says, because a single mother with 3 jobs works way harder than I do as a programmer, but I get paid way more than her, unfortunately, which is why normal jobs should get paid more, and I'm fine staying the same pay. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah.
Did you guys know, in the last like 15 years, corporate and business salaries have increased about 900%, whereas every other wage worker has only increased about 30. So that's a lot of where the minimum wage discrepancy, in my opinion, should be pointed at, where it's like, well, we don't need to pay minimum wage workers more. I mean, we do, but it needs to come out of the paychecks of the people who've been cutting the bottom line to add to their paychecks.
Exactly.
Another reason why I'm fine with athlete millionaires over fucking corporate millionaires.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I go to the restroom myself. You guys
Alright.
keep her going.
You know what I
Thank
don't like though?
Sure.
I don't like that athletes and the actors and actresses weighing in on any type of religious or political disposition.
My gosh. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that.
Using their influence as a name or a means for entertainment to
Exactly.
push their own political religious belief. Like you're not a pope. You're
Yeah,
not.
you're not right. Okay, your
not a
opinion is not
politician.
right because you have 8 million people on Twitter. Okay, it's an opinion. Let's not force people to think that way because your
Right.
followers are too stupid to realize that, oh, this is an opinion.
Yeah.
It
Cardi B
upsets me
said-
so much. It
Cardi B
upsets me
said
so
that-
much.
Date rape is fine if you're a woman. It's like, okay.
Cardi B did something that I wasn't expecting. She was doing a live video on Instagram and her WAP song was on, and her daughter walked in the room and she grabbed her daughter by the ears, covered her ears, went over and shut off the song, and everyone's like, no, you can't do that, you need to let her know who you are. And she's like, I did not write this song for kids, this song is meant for adults. Like, hell no, my kid is not listening to this. And I was really proud of her for that. I was like,
Yes.
wow, okay, that's
I
cool as shit.
100% agree with that. Just because something is in your profession, like you're an adult movie star, that doesn't mean your kid needs to know that,
That's true.
that is. And
That's
that
true.
circles back to that supply and demand thing, where like, yeah, people will pay for this, so it's a position that will be filled, because anything that people will pay for, someone will sell.
That's true. That's true. What did Solus say? I watched their crap
I'm
to
trying to
escape
catch up
reality
here.
and not to have their political opinion slapped in my face.
Yep.
While I'm trying to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier Punch.
Oh.
Let me jump in. Let me try to catch up with you guys. What you guys were saying. I also
Sure.
agree with the whole. I'm fine with celebrities stating their opinion. They're allowed to have an opinion, and I might
You can have
want to
an
hear
opinion.
it. Don't push your opinion though. I like it. I like when people are just like, hey, or I think it was like Mike Rowe or something. Like, don't listen to me. Go look for yourself. I'm not even going to talk about it. Which is fine. I respect that
Mike
too.
Rowe's my favorite. I'm not telling you who I'm voting for. I'm not telling because I'm not here to influence you one way
Exactly.
or the other. I know
Yeah.
what I want, and that's what I want. vote for who you want. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other.
Look it up yourself. But at the same time, I find with people wanting to support a cause too, people get emotional and want to, and not just emotional, but just like, you know, they want to be a part of something and they think there's an injustice and they want to stand for it either on either side. I'm fine for that too, I guess. Like, they should be allowed to do it, but I just hate when I get annoyed.
I hate.
If you're gonna do that, go out there. If you support BLM, then go out there and fucking protest. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do it like everybody else. Don't make a big ass PSA. Fuck you. I don't want, and that goes for both sides. It's not just. I'm not.
For sure.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not pinpointing BLM. That's not the point. I'm not doing my political views on stream. I'm not that dumb. But what I'm saying is, like, for their political views, no matter which side they're on, I don't need a fucking PSA. I don't need you. If you're gonna support it, cool, go support it. Don't push. I don't know. Don't
tell me like, oh, go ahead and unfollow me if you feel this way about your situation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to bring too much politics, but like, hey, if you're gonna vote for this person, just go ahead and unfollow me. You're not my true fan. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't you chill out there, Taylor Swift? Okay.
Yeah, and you also brought up the Cardi B date rape thing. Thank you. I fucking hate her so much, and I hate her because she talked about how she raped men. And everybody, and that shit drove me fucking nuts. Like, because first of all, the guys that did bad shit to women that got caught, good. They deserve to be in fucking trouble. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But the fact that all that happened to them, and then Cardi B comes out like, oh, I did this, and she brags, and everybody's like,
oh yeah,
whoa, what do we got here? So let's run. I ain't running. Yeah, Cardi B should run. That's who should fucking run. The fact that she was bragging about date raping people, and then people were just like, oh, yes, good, yeah, yes, queen. I'm like, that's fucking rape.
Get them, man.
Yeah. This is rape. This is why fucking, you know, look at Terry Crews, big fucking strong black man, and the shit he went through, and this is why guys don't talk about, well, the abuse for this, the numbers. It's way worse for women. I'm like, yeah, we don't talk about it because you don't give a shit, dude. Like, if it happens to us, we're, you know. So that's a whole other fucking thing. Oh my god, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing.
Johnny Depp got done dirty, dude.
And he gets, fired and cut from all these things, and then like undeniable proof that Amber Heard.
And she's just the one that got caught. I wonder if there's so many.
The hurdy-dirty.
She just started getting cut from some things, but it's like that happened like a year ago plus now. Why is she just now getting reprimanded after Johnny Depp lost all of these movie gigs and shit? Like, what the hell?
Terry Crews talked about how he came out and talked about how he was like either assaulted or molested or whatever.
Molested, I think.
I don't know if it was a party. I don't know the details. You have to look it up. Terry Crews assault or Terry Crews sexual assault, whatever the fuck. You have to look up the details because I don't have it in front of me. I didn't research it. I wasn't planning on talking about it. But he talked about it, and he came out, and I thought it was really cool, and I was really proud of him for opening up because men aren't typically allowed to do that, which is fucking silly and stupid and dumb. But then that chick, Wanda, is it Wanda? Talk show. H3 made fun of her. Anyway, she's a piece of shit. I'll have to find it. What is her name? Wanda on Terry Crews. I bet you this will pull it right up. Maybe it's not Wanda. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Anyway, there's a black lady with a talk show that was making fun of Terry Crews and was
Sykes?
No, it's not Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is dope. It might not be Wanda.
I like Wanda Sykes a lot. I'm hoping it's not her.
It might not be Wanda. It might be. I think it starts with a W. I can't think of her name though.
But yeah, Terry was grabbed on the junk on the set of Brooklyn Nine-Nine by a higher up individual that he never named. He just said because it was in this whole Epstein shit that was coming out, and he's like, it's giving me some real bad PTSD, and then he kind of went into it. But yeah, Wanda Sykes is the best of souls. I'm hoping it's not Wanda talking shit on it.
It's not Wanda. No, it's not Wanda Sykes. It's someone else. I can't.
Way off topic.
It might not be Wanda. It might be something else. I can't remember.
Kevin Hart dresses up as an old man. If you guys haven't seen this video, he dresses up like as an old black man. and he gives Wanda Sykes, and I can't think of the other girl's name, a ride in a cab, and he's like, "Let me tell you some jokes I know," and it's painfully obvious of who he is, but Wanda Sykes and the other girl has no idea, and Kevin is just telling these awful, like, not funny jokes at all this entire car ride, and Wanda Sykes lights him on fire, dude. I was laughing so hard this entire fucking video, dude. So you should watch it.
Yeah,
Super funny.
Post a link for sure.
I'll look it up. She's like, that joke ain't even funny. I don't even think you're really black. It's like thankfully obviously black. It's just super funny stuff.
Great.
Right,
I can't find her. Anyway, I'm sorry, Parentheses. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. I'll have to get it to you, and I'll send you a link sometime. But some lady at her talk show, it was a big talk show. It was a big dramatic gossip type talk show. It was just making fun of Terry Crews for him being assaulted and like belittling him and just saying all this fucked up shit and just didn't give a shit. But if it was a woman, dude, it would be like, oh my god, and it should be like, oh my god. I just hate that there's so many people that don't get it. Like we are equals and we deserve to be treated as equals, and that goes for the guys too when it comes to like our emotional shit and the shit we actually do suffer through, and our mental health too. We're not just meant to be sacrificed and used and take care of people. Like we hurt too. We're human beings. We have mental issues. We have soft hearts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just fucking that you brought up Cardi B when I was pouring a new drink, and I'm like raging.
You're
in
like,
the kitchen.
oh, I gotta get back.
Yeah, we gotta go. I almost quit pouring my
I got
drink.
something to say.
He's 50 Cent said something about him on The View. I don't like 50 Cent. But I guess he mocked Terry Crews. That he said Terry Crews isn't a victim. He might have been trying to be funny though, and the joke just wasn't a good one. Oh well. I'm not seeing
Really? I didn't know if 50 Cent
Wendy
did that.
Williams.
Wendy? It is Wendy. It is Wendy, not Wanda. Wendy. I was close.
Wendy Williams.
Yes, this piece of fucking human garbage.
Yeah.
And it's not just, dude, I'm not saying that just because of Terry Crews either. Like, she says a lot of bad, like, the
She
shit.
says a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, if you type it, Wendy Williams H3H3. They cover it pretty well. Okay, they covered her a lot apparently. I just typed it in, it says Wendy Williams farts again. And it's just Ethan laughing at it. They keep covering her apparently. They have a lot of, but their very first video of her, they covered a lot of, there are so many videos of her farting and them covering it. What the fuck, Ethan Klein? What are you doing these days? Anyway, fuck Wendy Williams. Fuck Cardi B.
H3 went off the deep end.
Dude, they've gone places. I still love them though, but Jesus fucking Christ. Definitely not the same as when I started watching them. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to go into. Because I'm super excited about it. Kind of. I'm pretty excited about it. Because this is what I got. This is the game that got me back into streaming, and which eventually got paid into streaming.
Ooh.
Yes, and I haven't been playing lately because I've been doing my variety stream. I have all my unlocks and everything on my Xbox, but I've moved to my PC to be a better streamer. I don't have all my unlocks and shit, and plus I suck at keyboard and mouse, and it's not great.
Connect the controller.
I know, but the controller comparing with keyboard and mouse on PC, and I don't have the little aim assist anymore once I'm on my PC. It's not like Halo where it automatically detects it. It's Apex. Apex Legends Season 9 just came out, and Peyton just told me that there's a 3v3 game mode, and I am excited. I also saw the new champion, and oh my fucking god, she looks dope, and I want to get her. And there's a bow and arrow now apparently, and that looks fucking dope, and I want to use it. So I'm really wanting to play some Apex real soon. And yeah, but Peyton, you know all about it. You tell me about it.
I know a lot of stuff about it. So they got the new arenas mode, which is a 3v3 mode, and it's just basically a team deathmatch. First team to die moves on to the next round. You got to win by 2. They got a buying system wherever you start. I think you start with like 550 coins or 550 monies. I don't even know what they're called. But yeah, like Part said, this season seems really healthy. It seems like a really good reset from the past few seasons that's just been real hard on the players. But it's got this new game mode. You basically buy your weapons, you buy your heals if you want any of that, or you can end up upgrading your weapon by spending a little bit more on it. So you get better sights, better magazines, better barrel mods, better stocks, things like that. So it's a really cool game mode. It's like I said, you got to win by 2, so you can win in 3 games if you win the first 2. But it's really great. They ended up getting rid of some of the shittier parts of Apex, like low profile's now gone, which low profile basically did an extra 10% damage.
Oh, yeah.
To like
smaller.
Wraith, Lifeline, and Watson were the big ones. Those might have been the only ones.
Parthesia says Apex Season 9 seems really healthy for the game. Rejuvenated.
It's such a nice freaking... And they got rid... Or, I'm sorry, they didn't get rid of... They brought back World's Edge. So you can play on World's Edge again.
Cool.
Which that's the ranked games. If you're playing just the regular game modes, they're on Olympus. So they got rid of the shit map, which was Kings Canyon. So far, I mean, they're going to bring it back later on in the season, but for this first week, it's that. But they ended up updating some champs. Lifeline got pretty ridiculous because she would drop a shield while rezzing a teammate.
Mm-hmm.
So you drop down on your knees, she'd come by, she'd drop her drone, and then the drone would put up a shield in front, whatever way she was facing.
Yeah.
So they got rid of that because that was way too overpowered.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Octane, they increased the amount of damage he takes from his stem, which is like this fucking juiced up needle. He stabs in himself and makes him run faster. They took away they increased his damage, so he'll take 20 health instead of 15, and then there's 0 time to end up using it again, so you can use it over and over and over and over, but if you do, you take more health.
That's cool, because he regenerates his health naturally, Jaren.
Yeah,
so it kind of balances out.
Yeah, so it balances out. So that's nice. Loba, they updated her shit. So
yeah, Loba's my bitch, and
she can run, slide at full speed now with the bracelet out, which is nice. She won't be slowed after translocating, so whenever she does throw it and then bamps that location, you don't slow down for 2 seconds.
That's gonna make her dirty. Yeah. But her ult got
cooldown. They increased it by 30 seconds.
This seems fucking fair. Yeah, but it was honestly her ult. So what she does is she'll walk into an area and she places down her ult, which is called Black Market. Mm-hmm. It provides a big ring around it, and everything within that ring you can loot. You can pick 3 items out of that ring without having to go find it. And it was like literally every 30 fucking seconds, it seemed like or maybe every 45 seconds or a minute. I think it was
45 or a minute, but it was no time.
You'd loot an area, and by the time you got to the next area, you could do it again. And it was just like, this is ridiculous. I'm in the same area still, and I just get to open it up again and loot more. So it was pretty strong. So I understand it. I'm gonna miss it, but I understand it. But her tactical abilities, though, that being upped, I'm so glad, because now I get to be more than just, a weapon farm for you guys. I get to be a weapon farm, and then I've got the coolest moves with her bracelet where I juke people and I do this and I do that, but I hate that I land. I'm like,
Well, they took that away, so when you land, you'll be able to start.
So now I get to do some big brain plays with Loba, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, she's my favorite, and she's got a great butt.
There we go. Yeah. And now the important stuff.
Now the important stuff is coming out.
You've got the new bow, which the new bow is spelled Boceek, but it's pronounced fucking piece of shit.
Oh no, really?
Well, here's the thing. If I'm using it or a teammate's using it, great because it hits for so much damage. But if it's getting used against me, you'll only hear me say they're using a fucking piece of shit bow. And that's what I call it throughout the entire game. Everyone else calls it a bow check, but it's not.
The new Loba golf emote? Wait, what?
Yeah, hold on. You won't be able to play this on stream.
Ooh, I'm happy.
Yeah, it's
spicy.
Post a link in the chat and we'll watch it together.
Hey.
We'll do a quick react.
It is a good emote. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Of course, it's on Reddit.
You know what? Reddit's a Loba mains.
If they don't, I don't think they put it on the right angle. They don't. Hold on, I gotta find the one that's
teasing me right now.
Yeah.
While you're pulling that up, I'm gonna say I played Rocket League last night for the first time in a long time, and I haven't laughed like that since I played Rocket League the last time. It was so much fun, dude. I was playing with yuppers, and it was just... When I've been playing these PC games, I'm usually just chilling with people, and I'm having fun. It's a good time, but dude, I haven't been that hype. Go! No way! Fuck yeah! Like just losing my mind, having so much fun. I feel like it was weird for yuppers and the other people that joined into the chat because they're not used to seeing me that high energy. And dude, that shit was a blast. I actually streamed it, but I started streaming like an hour or two late, so I had no one in there to watch it. But that's okay. I was having a blast. Oh.
All right, you gotta fast forward to 340 on this YouTube video.
Okay. I should probably wait for the link to pop up first.
Which you could do it at 320 because it'll show both of her emotes. But the golf one is the one everyone freaks out about. Her golf emote. Yeah.
Did you post it in the Discord or did you post it in...
It's what she's sipping on in the Discord.
All right, post it in the Twitch chat, please. Because if I can't go to my Discord and change it, otherwise we'll take your cameras off the...
Oh, put it in the Twitch?
Yes, please.
I can do it. There you go.
Thank you.
Are we just staring at Loba's ass? Is that what?
All right, so it's 340, right? We're going to 340. Hey, let's go to 340 and pause it, and I'll count down, and then we'll play it.
Do 330.
Oh my God, it's just straight butt when I go to 340. Okay, we'll do 330. All right, let's go to 338.
Put down the skull.
Which I can't show this on stream because I don't have it currently set up to do that. I'm gonna actually keep doing changes to the stream setup. Next time I'm gonna have it set up to where my goal is to have our entire what you're sipping on view that you're seeing now. I'm just gonna have it shrunk down into the corner where you see all three of us, and then we'll be able to like pull up shit on the monitor. And
I love the comments on this video.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I can't wait to look at this. All right, you ready?
So,
let's do the quick countdown. I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, then go, and on go we all press play. Ready? Are we all ready for me? All right, 3,
yeah, I'm ready.
2, 1, go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dink.
The cursor's right there too, right where we're all looking.
Yeah, Apex Legends did really good this time.
I like the not the pinned comment, but the top comment. The developers 100% knew what they were doing with Loba.
Oh, of course. Thank you for playing the Loba emote twice.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
Imagine how many people would just look at Loba's emotes. Man, the Loba buff better be good. This isn't even a Loba video. This is.
I know, right? Okay, so Loba needs to chill.
That's what we all came here to check.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's so good.
What a great detail of running Loba emote in the right position.
They knew what they were doing. Yeah, thick, thicker than a bowl of fucking oatmeal, dude.
Oh my God. Thicker than fucking biscuits and gravy.
Ooh. Ooh, I like this game. What else we got? What else is thick? Aside from my own ass and my own thighs.
They knew what they were doing.
I was thinking about how to word it.
Parth, every time I talk shit on Loba, Parth always ends up telling me, yeah, but who's better than her? Name me one champ. I'm always like, Fuse, because Fuse is a total piece of shit champ. And he's like, yeah,
Um,
but does he have an ass though? And I'm like, you're right. Nobody's
Understandable.
better.
Have a nice day.
no, I hate Bangalore.
Bangalore's she's actually pretty good right now.
Is she good?
That double time helps out so much.
She's one of the champions that I have not won with yet, and it annoys the piss out of me. And every time I tried, I just couldn't get it to work. I don't know why, because I was playing her right, but I just couldn't get it to go. Everybody else, I won with everybody else but her, and it's fuck it. I won with, yeah, I won with fucking Gibraltar, which I'm not saying he's a bad champ, but I'm not. I like mobility. He ain't got any mobility.
Oh,
So,
gibby dibby, dude. I don't
gibby
know how I'm
gibby.
sitting.
Man,
I'm already silver. I've only played like 5 or so ranked games.
really? I need to jump back in. You
Yeah.
guys are way ahead of me. I'd love to play a game with Parthesius, man. I love guys.
it's
If you're
fucking
watching this
platinum
stream right now, I
already.
don't know who else is viewing. I don't pay attention to that. But if you are viewing, click on Parthesius's name. Go ahead and give him a follow. That guy's a super nice guy. His stream is pretty fucking entertaining. He's just fun. He's cool. So give Parthesius some love if you're still watching. From me, let him know we care. If you're watching and you don't follow him, if you're not following me, I don't care if there's 500 of you watching, which I know there's not, but even if there was, I only want one of you to follow me, please, because then I'll be at 69 followers, and I just want to hang out there for a good while. All right. So get me to 69
Make another
followers.
account really quick.
Do what? Yeah, make another account. I just want to be at 69, and we'll just keep it there. But yeah, man, I had a lot of fucking fun. It's been 4 weeks since the last podcast. This one was especially great. I love the new layout. I made it. I should love it, and I do. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the new layout's really good.
Follow always paid in full. There's his Twitch name right there underneath his pretty little face. Jaren doesn't stream. He's just a good buddy and he's fun to hang out with. Yeah, man. Fuck, I love doing this. It's so much fun. Should we raid somebody? Because I think that's it for the podcast. Let's go ahead and raid someone. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Love doing this. And thank you guys for doing the podcast with me yet again. You guys are the shit. I have so much fun.
Thank you.
I'm having so much fun.
Dude.
All right. Love all you guys. You know how it goes. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Have a good everything. Have a great life. All right. Love y'all. Let's go ahead and raid this shit.
See you soon.